Guys, how we doing? We're back. We're pretty much exactly where we left off. I didn't do anything in Star Rail after the stream yesterday, so baby was not feeling well. He's just doing better today, so.
Nice.
Hang on. Suddenly, man, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. What's wrong? Hang on.
Nice. Nice.
Sorry about that, guys. He went from fine to like as if he was starving in 10 seconds. Alright. Oh, so yeah, this is Future Market 1. Future Market 2 is where I can... is when I can do the other events, so... We're getting there.
Miss Topaz, Bronya's already told us about Belobog's debt situation.
Oh. You two are closer than I expected with her.
I'm getting there, yeah.
So,
right.
How can I help? Not sure in the arrangement, or...
We, help me out here. You know I'm not good at this kind of thing.
You're so direct. I like that. I understand. From your point of view, I can see how unreasonable it appears.
I think
However,
it is unreasonable.
You must understand that debt collection is a big part of my job.
You can't write somebody
I've dealt
off
with
and then
cases
not
far
only
more
renew
difficult
it,
than
but charge
Belobog's.
them interest for the missing time.
I appreciate each case has its difficulties, but if I treated every late debtor as a special case, the galaxy's economy would come to a grinding halt. The Strategic Investment Department is well versed in handling such situations. We can offer the debtor various repayment solutions.
How you doing, Tsuchill?
But Eurylo 6 has far exceeded the allotted repayment period. I'm
That's
afraid
because
milder
you guys
solutions aren't
wrote
the
them
order of
off
the day.
and
So, I proposed to Bronya.
stopped going there.
Oops,
Like,
almost gave away trade secrets there, didn't I? That was a close one. The exhibits here are pretty ordinary. I estimate they're probably not worth much. Let's keep moving.
like that's the
So
big
you're
part that pisses
basically
me off
saying
about
the
this.
Belobogians must pay off their ancestors' debts.
When you think about it, it's just another part of the cycle of life.
Like, I'd be even okay with the whole
I'm not sure it's as poetic as that.
paying off
Wow,
ancestors'
look!
debts.
Is that little
It's-
critter native to Eurylo 6?
It's more that
It's so white and fluffy. Where can I find a live one?
they said, like, oh, Eurylo 6 is gone. It's lost. The money's gone. So we're just gonna stop collecting from them. And then going back and charging interest for all of that missed time and counting that missed time as, well, you guys didn't pay it back. And it's like, but you stopped collecting from us.
I absolutely adore them. Have you guys met Numby yet? Oh, where'd they go? They must be off playing somewhere. Come to think of it, this little guy is on display here probably means it's already extinct, right?
So, Miss Topaz, what exactly will it take for the IPC to go easier on Belobog? Bronya invested so much just to make this world a little better. And now, it feels like all of her efforts will be undone in the blink of an eye. It's just so cruel.
What do you take the IPC for, Miss March? We're just the same as Belobog's architects. We're all followers of the preservation. No matter what solutions we propose, we will always take the welfare of the people of Belobog into consideration. Otherwise, we'd be no different from the Legion, would we?
So you're saying there's nothing to worry about? But Bronya...
Don't worry yourself too much. The Supreme Guardian is a wise person. She'll understand. But, to answer your question directly...
I think we're meant to hate the
it'd
ITC.
take a
Probably.
miracle. I'll complete the Arillo 6 project, no matter what obstacles I encounter.
This isn't going as planned. What should we do?
I wouldn't waste too much energy on this matter. Why not make the most of the festive atmosphere? Oh, looks like one of my colleagues is after me. My apologies, but I should probably take this. Bye!
So,
Alright.
what now? We spent ages trying to convince her and she didn't move an inch.
We didn't promise we'd
Well,
succeed.
yeah, but she'll be really disappointed. I guess Miss Topaz is just doing her job. And as far as the Express is concerned, I think it'd be unwise to make the IPC our enemy. All these vested interests. It's so hard to undo any of it. They teach this stuff in school. Oh, wait, did I even go to school? Did someone send you a message?
I think he's done. Come here. Let's get you back to light hand gown, okay? There you go. There you go. No? There you go. Okay. We're good. Baby is happy and sleepy. Can bring this up. Hi, everybody. You didn't see how far I got with the quest for March as Fushuan about the potential of looking into her past. I didn't go do that part yet. Because I wanted to, because I know I think the event, because I think the event only has a little bit left, so I'm trying to really, really push the yellow quest hard. Yeah. Like, I'm doing some of, like just flat-out side stuff, if I play off-stream. But that's just because I kind of like the idea of having the main story recorded, so... What's going on? A bunch of rascals came down to the underworld and took over the Great Mine by force. Listen and don't mess with them. Okay, then. Alright, let's go. How does the
Huh?
leader say don't mess
The
with them,
IPC
and
are
then
causing trouble in the
the
underworld.
guard all goes and fucks with
Already?
them?
Seriously? Topaz was just talking about taking the welfare of the people of Belobog into consideration. And now they're pulling this stunt? You really can't trust these money-hungry IPC suits for a minute.
Let's go save the day.
Again? I don't think I have it in me to play the hero today. I guess complaining won't get us anywhere. Let's go lend them a hand.
It's getting late. Where to now?
Zila!
Hey! Am I glad to see you two here? I'm not sure how much longer we can hold out.
What's going on?
It's bad. Really bad. Their weapons and automatons are much stronger than anything we have. Nobody's been seriously hurt,
Cable's
but a
lit.
few Wildfire members got minor injuries. Fortunately for us, it seems like they were holding back. You see those two in black? They've been guarding the mine entrance. They're not letting anyone in or out. Hey! Just because you have fancy equipment doesn't mean you can bully us!
I mean, how is
Who do
stopping
you
their
think you
industry gonna help you reclaim money
What's
from
the
them?
matter? Got nothing to say?
What's
Not
going
only
on
industry,
inside the
but like
mine? Any
this
ideas?
is like
A few miners made it out earlier.
the entire
looked pretty
basis of
panicked.
their
They
society
said
and their
the whole mine had been
survival.
seized
Like,
by the people in black. These uninvited guests keep talking about asset evaluation, whatever that means. All I know is that they're seriously disrupting the lives of the Underworlders.
Do you think Topaz is around here somewhere? Maybe her cronies are acting without her authorization.
The
I'm
person
taking it
you're
over,
talking
helping
about,
build it up, and making it a part
are
of the
they in
IPC.
charge of the people
I
in
get
black?
that, but it's like,
Potaz, Pazto, whatever her name is, she can wait. Right now, the most important thing is to
'cause,
free
like,
those trapped in
if
the
they
Great
do
Mine.
it though.
Are you two with
Oh,
me?
and there's keeping people in there too. So what? Is like slavery on the table now? Like, they need to have a deal where they could just start to pay back. Well, that's kind of like, from what I've gathered, it sounds like it's. Oh, what's here? Ah. Yeah, I've got 8 days to get to this. Slavery, kind of like we're all wage slaves, anyways.
Noise.
I suppose. I'm only a slave now to, yeah, I'm not in that situation anymore. I have one master now, and he's about, what was 26 inches tall right now. Fuck the IPC. Hey, Tooch.
Noise.
Ooh! Guys, I'm super excited. So, like, one of the ways in which I'm trying to get, like, a side gig going is doing, like, game assets and computer art in general and that kind of thing. So I actually started, I think I kind of mentioned this. I think I have a panel for it now. I started a Patreon. There's nothing really on it too much yet, but I'm slowly building it up. Yesterday I finished my cat walk cycle, my little pixel kitty walk cycle, and even got it done up as like a sprite sheet. I'm so excited. Next is running. Running is gonna be hard. And then I have to
you
do
two.
a
Hack out your
jump,
tongue or
an
something.
attack,
If
and
you
maybe a
knew what was
dodge,
best
just in
for
case
you,
people
you
want
get
it.
out of my way.
You guys must be exhausted standing here all day. How about you take a little lunch break? I'm sure the IPC allows that, right? What's their deal?
You two were talking to the director in the snow plains.
So it's you! You're the one who was threatening to take us out in the snow plains! Do you even know who you're talking to? If your
Yeah.
boss knows to treat us with respect,
You reached
you
Trailblaze
better
69,
start
one more to go,
showing some
nice.
yourself.
But yeah, I'm lucky that I'm currently out
I
of
can't
the,
let you pass.
the wage
My
slave.
team leader said that if anyone gets
But
through, I'll lose 6 months
That's
of performance
almost
bonuses.
even harder, so.
Team leader? You're even lower on the pecking order than I thought.
Shut up! I spent 7 years on a forsaken asteroid preparing to join the IPC. I went through 17 interviews before they finally hired me. What right do you deadbeats have to criticize me?
IPC? Interviews? I don't know what you're rambling on about, but you're really testing my patience.
You're not sure where you'll land. You
need
haven't
to
done
waste your breath on this
Equilibrium
idiot.
6 because you're being
Let's do
lazy.
this.
I've just been pushing like really fucking hard.
Ouch!
Oh, I just need to bring back
Tedious. Fleeting light,
Tucson, I
roaring
think.
flood.
Sounds like more business knocking.
Commencing research.
I'm on guard. Not a scratch. Lance ablaze. Flaming lance. Forward! Unworthy of my time.
I'm just gonna
Senpo
poke
Koski.
everybody. They have like 1 health left. Halo's
That's
so
it.
broken when paired with Jinglu.
He sure took off quickly.
17 rounds of interviews, and these are the best people they can find?
They both
What
shred
a
defense.
joke.
Nice.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
I did a
been warned
really,
that the
really
ones in the mine
fun.
won't go down without a
I think
fight.
I was kind of talking about it yesterday.
Let's set off.
My
when you're ready.
my simulated universe run yesterday was like super fun. I did a Nihility run with Sampo, Gwynephen, Serval, and Japard, and it was just like it ended up being fucking ridiculous.
Ready for action? It's time to kick the IPC out of the underworld.
Let's
get moving.
go. Oh, this will actually probably work pretty good for you. Because we've got the fire and the ice. I think I have one of the yellow. I think they gave me a free one, but I don't think she's leveled yet.
Hello, it's Mr. Svarog, isn't it? And this cute little girl must be Clara.
Hello, miss. Are you...
I'm Topaz. I've come to have a chat with Mr. Svarog.
Clara, go inside and wait for me.
Huh? But if you have a guest, maybe I should...
She is not a guest. Neither is she a friend. Go, Clara. Everything will be fine.
So, it seems my source was right. Who'd have thought that such a strong bond could exist between a giant robot and a little girl? So heartwarming.
You bear the insignia of the Interastral Peace Corporation. What is your motive for coming here?
Straight to the point, huh? I like your style. Eurillo 6. Are robots familiar with that term? Anyway, it refers to the planet we're currently standing on. It's about to become the property of the IPC.
Oh, geez. So they're gonna just
No one can reverse this
confiscate
outcome.
the entire
Not
planet.
you, not the Nameless, nor any power in the galaxy. I only care about one thing right now. Demonstrating to the shareholders of the IPC that Eurillo 6 can generate value. In the long run, this is a way, the only way, to ensure Belobog's long-term interests. I need your help to achieve this goal.
Long-term interests undefined. Analyzing objectives. Analysis failed. Tell me, emissary, how do you plan to convince the IPC leadership?
That's simple. I'll show you.
This is...
Source code. Or to be more precise, source code that is able to take control of all mechanized units in Belobog.
Oh, what a bitch.
I'm sure you're familiar with this. All mechanized units manufactured in Belobog over the last 700 years utilize the underlying systems created by the IPC. The code is so refined that the engineers never saw any reason to change it. I assume you're also aware that there was once a large automaton factory in the underworld. Thousands upon thousands of automatons, enough to crush the Legion's vanguard, lay dormant within. This is my bargaining chip for negotiating with the higher-ups. I'll convince them that Eurillo 6 has a place in the company's long-term strategies. But first, I need a guide to show me where these automatons are buried.
I understand. Your long-term interests can be defined as the survival of civilization at a macro level. What are your intentions for the people currently living here?
Their future has already been purchased. All I can do is make
Wow.
them accept this fact, using a relatively peaceful approach.
I understand. I will assist you with your plan.
Oh, so you're not as stubborn as the rumors suggest.
The future you speak of is beyond my computational range. But my
I was gonna
emotional
say, it's
analysis
like,
indicates that you are
she
indeed
is
trying to find ways
kind
to
of a
ensure the survival
bitch,
of this
but at the
world.
same time, I think she realized,
Additionally,
like, I don't know
calculations
enough yet
indicate
about the
a
IPC, but I'm
96.4%
guessing that the
probability of
IPC would
compliance through force
probably
if
do
I refuse
things
to cooperate.
Your calculations are
a lot more
slightly on the conservative
brutally
side.
if it came to
Here's
it.
to our future cooperation. If you wouldn't mind leading
Like
the
that if
way,
she
Mr.
couldn't make them
Sarov.
see the value of the planet, they'd probably just strip mine it and ship all the people off elsewhere. If you even bother with sending the people elsewhere.
All the miners here huddled together.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking.
Anyone else getting deja vu?
Well, the situation here is pretty similar to when you first arrived. It's just that instead of a few thugs and broken robots, now we're dealing with much more formidable adversaries.
Hey, check it out! Isn't that Topaz's little trotter over there? Oh, what
I
was
still
it
think it's a
again?
dick move in
Nutty,
general, though.
right?
What? Isn't that
Punishing
the
them
fragmented
because
monster?
they decided to
Keeping
say,
one as a pet?
we can't be bothered to
The
see if this
IPC
planet's
are
still
all about
alive.
Their sci-fi
Like,
sorcery, so it's not that surprising. Wanna go take a look?
be like, could you imagine if like your government like declared you dead for some reason or another, and then when they found out like 10 years later, and I mean the government probably would do this, found out like even let's say like 50 years later, they tried to punish you because they declared you dead even if you had tried to stop it, like, I don't know. That's kind of how I'm seeing this.
Sounds like you two are getting along. What's Numby saying?
Not sure strong accent.
Should have known. Don't quit your day job.
Look, you guys. Looks like it wants to leave.
Looks like they want to find their master. Let's follow them.
Help! Those people dressed in black are attacking us!
Hey, I'm talking to you. Where do you guys store the Geomarrow?
The issue with her is that her rationale is naive at best. She tries to come off as a savior when she's just a strong-armed thug following the wishes of the IPC.
Those cowards! I guess they want to do this the hard way.
I mean, I'm sure you guys know a lot more, but like, I don't know. I kind of wonder if there's like maybe like if there's some background that's like.
Dodge this.
Unworthy of my time. Fleeting light.
Keep doing the quest. Oh yeah. We doing the quest.
Okay.
We can discuss it when I get closer to the end. Oh no, I figure. Do these two.
Fracture.
No more playing nice.
Smashy, smashy.
I think something bit me.
Unworthy of my time. A blade of moonlight.
To travel far away. For a tough case, my viewers, we're gonna try them all.
Fight for your own skin. I'm on guard. To the finish.
Nice.
Want to see what I can do? You're not going anywhere.
How can a machine bleed? Well, I guess you could like cut the oil lines and stuff.
Ready for death.
Like the lubrication cooling lines. I'm gonna go with that.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Uh-huh. Looks like Numpy's in a good mood.
But aren't they on the IPC side? Strange.
Look! That big guy down there. Is he the one in charge?
We'll see who's really in charge. Let's go.
Huh? Where'd Numby go?
Wow. For something so short and stubby, they're surprisingly nimble. Well, guess that's that.
Will of preservation.
We're on our own now. Let's keep going.
Make sure we get defense up, because why not?
Hey, you! Are you in charge around here?
All local. The IPC is currently conducting asset evaluation work here. Local residents are advised to follow those responsible for evacuation to the...
Don't lie to us! You seized the mine by force for yourself. You drove the locals out of their homes. I'm warning you. Get lost or suffer the consequences. Don't you dare show your face around here again!
Well, I don't think he's gonna listen.
And who might you be? You have quite the attitude. This is our jurisdiction now. We are all powerful here. now, Topaz? Interesting. It doesn't matter. The Strategic Investment Department has no obligation to talk to anyone not related to this project. In cases where debtors fail to repay within a set time frame, the IPC reserves the right to skip negotiations and take over all assets.
Again, it's not their fault. You guys said fuck it.
What exactly is your problem?
You know, it's funny how the rules
Where's
always seem to
where's
work
the
in
lawyers
your
in this
favor,
universe?
don't you think? This world's been hanging by a thread, and now you're here to pull the plug on it.
Don't blame me. I'm simply following orders. Do you think I get to make those kinds of decisions?
Save your breath, March. I never held out any hope of resolving this problem peacefully. Didn't you claim the IPC was all-powerful? Well, now's the perfect chance to show us what you can do.
If I knew things were gonna get this heated, I'd have applied for overtime. Anyway, since you seem intent on settling this matter with violence, prepare yourselves for my heavy laser cannon!
I mean,
So what?
that's such a weird way to put it.
Stand down and I'll spare you.
I'm gonna do it on ourselves first. So I need to make sure my healer doesn't go down.
Lance at the ready. Defend the weak. Lance ablaze.
Like, they're all weak to fire, so.
Flaming lance. Forward.
Let me through, or I'll go through you. You're not going anywhere.
Tedious.
There we go.
A blade of moonlight.
This,
flame.
That.
I'm on guard.
We'll break them.
No more playing nice. Take this, Shape of Taishu!
Like, I need to keep remembering that I can use your triangle essentially for free as long as they're broken.
Want to see what I can do?
Ready for death.
There we go.
Commencing research. Time for
Make sure we
something
heal
serious.
her.
Save it for
Actually, and then that'll let me heal
Your own
everybody.
To travel far away.
She knows cheap on points when she's in her ascended mode. Her blast is free. Yeah. Well, and then I usually use, like, unless I'm really in trouble, I usually use Square for Lynx and Kitty. So this seems actually pretty good for that.
Lance up the ready.
Let me through, or I'll go through you. Dodge this. Hey!
All will be revealed. In lunar flame. Nowhere to run. Not a scratch.
Yes! Target specimen sighted. Preparing for collection. Hey!
We're good, we're good.
Lance ablaze. Flaming lance. Forward!
Ow.
Ready for death.
Oh, so close to triggering her ult again.
Who are you people? Not even our tech could take you down.
We took down the Doomsday Beast, the Stellaron, and Phantilia. Did you really think you could stop us?
Darn it. I'm all out of ammo.
Sir, we've just received word from the director.
Director Topaz?
I still do want to get Bayou and Numby though for my like critter team. My cute
Teams
critter
are not
team.
to disrupt the lives of local inhabitants during the asset evaluation period. Teams that violate this directive will have their year-end bonuses reduced by 60%!
60%? We're done for! Attention all personnel! Evacuate the mine immediately! Erase all traces of your presence!
So, are we all good here, or what?
Yeah. Judging by the looks on their faces, I don't think they'll be back. So, who is this Topaz anyway? She seems to have no problem ordering these idiots around. Or taming fragmentum creatures, for that matter.
It's a long story.
Not that long.
Why did this mess have to happen so close to the festivities? The timing couldn't have been any worse.
I will give her that. Like, why not just wait till
looks
after
like
the
we've got a
holiday?
message.
Where are you, March and Kitty? Are you alright? Grania, we're in the underworld now. The IPC's people took over the Great Mine. Us and Sela just kicked them out. How are things going? Did you get hurt? Don't worry, we can totally handle this. I see. Thanks for trying to negotiate with Topaz. This wasn't your responsibility in the first place. Something just happened here, and I can't explain it clearly in messages. Could you come back? I need advice on you two on this issue.
Huh, I get the feeling Bronya's worried about something. We'd better go back and see her. Are you coming with us, Zila?
Go on without me. I still have stuff to take care of.
I might try to
miners need
finish
know
my
what
cat
happened
run
here.
today.
Bronya messaged
later.
you, which means she thinks you can help. I trust her judgment.
Got it, Zila. We'll do what we can to help Bronya out. Come on, to Klipoth Fort!
These guys don't look like disease.
By order of the Supreme Guardian, proceed no further. Miss Topaz.
Belobog might be in arrears, but I'm out of pocket.
Oh, bullshit.
See you later, Captain.
See, now that's a dick move. Oh, so this is the quest that I need to do to get to the events.
Welcome back. I appreciate your help more than I can express. It couldn't have been easy running all over the city.
That's what friends are
We're on
for,
Future
Bronya.
Market 2. That's the one that it says
You
I need to
don't
do.
sound like yourself. Is something wrong?
I'm fine.
Then
I
we
just-
can try to do the event and
I
stuff.
haven't rested in a while. There's just too much happening all at once.
I'm sure we can turn it around.
They're moving quickly. Belobog is crawling with their agents. All they talk about is asset evaluation. The silver lining is that apart from the mine incident you mentioned, there haven't been any major conflicts in other areas. I suppose Topaz must have issued an order against harassing the citizenry. Still, that hasn't stopped panic from building. People are confused. They don't know where these strangers in black came from, nor what their intentions are.
Did you manage to get in touch with Topaz again? We're curious to know what solutions she has in mind.
That's the reason I asked for you to come here. I need your advice. Look.
It's...
The contract Topaz sent to me a little while ago. There's a handwritten letter attached. Please, take a look at the contents, and then tell me your thoughts.
Miss Bronya, if you'll permit me to call you that, I'd like to share a story with you from my own life.
Okay.
In
We did
your
get a little-
eyes, the IPC may seem heartless or cruel, but in reality, we all have a story to tell. As for myself, I was born on a small, unremarkable planet at the edge of the galaxy, a place whose name is known only to the native inhabitants. My home planet was extremely resource poor. To survive, people worked laboriously, manufacturing products for other civilizations in the galaxy, mostly in chemical or heavy industries. Given these circumstances, the natural environment of my home planet became increasingly harsh. I don't recall the exact moment when it happened, but people started wearing respirators just to walk down the street. All you could hear were the wheezing coughs of the people, day and night. My home was facing its demise. The relatively wealthy chose interstellar migration and started anew. The majority who stayed could only struggle on amidst sewage, acid rain, and dust, waiting for the end. Finally, one fateful day, the IPC arrived on my home planet. They had the technology to repair our planet's damaged environment. In return for their help, they asked for just one thing: that all inhabitants sign a contract which would make them employees of the IPC. 2 years after signing the contract, The dark clouds and haze disappeared, and people began to take off their masks. After 3 years, vegetation and trees began to grow and thrive again. After 5 years, many animals
Maybe essentially he'll
previously
sleep
on
with
the
his
brink of
eyes like
extinction
open like a slit.
reappeared. When I was finally old enough, I officially became a member of the Strategic Investment Department. I witnessed the changes that took place on my home world, and was determined to bring the same changes to many other worlds in the galaxy that were experiencing the same plight. I am writing to you, Miss Bronya, with the genuine desire to express something important. I know freedom is precious to people, but in reality, there are things of much greater value, such as survival. How many generations of Belabogians will it take to embrace the stars again without assistance? Who can guarantee that every future Guardian will be as prudent and enlightened as you? How can you guarantee that a disaster such as the Stellaron crisis will not descend upon Belobog yet again? I have already negotiated the best possible deal for you. Once you sign this contract, all of Belobog's debts will be forgiven. In addition, the IPC will set up a special team to support the reconstruction of Urillo 6.
So she comes from a good place. She's just like seriously
This is an
twisted in
extremely
her
difficult
thoughts.
decision because you and
But
you
it's
alone
somewhat
will bear the fate
understandable
of
as well,
all
because if her
Belabogians.
planet truly was in
Because
that
of
bad of a
this,
state,
I believe that you will make the right decision.
she might not
A
understand
decision
that
will truly benefit your people.
Her words do sound quite
some people
sincere.
just don't,
What do you make of it?
like, they're willing to fight to improve things on their own. What kind of neutral?
Yes, she is a high-ranking member of the IPC, after all. She knows how to use words to her advantage. In any case, she wasn't wrong when she said this would be an extremely difficult decision. This planet's fate, the civilization it carries, everything that's happened here and everything that will happen, it all rests in my hands. This definitely can't, and shouldn't, be a decision made by me alone.
Perhaps you should gain some insight from others first.
That thought has crossed my mind. It comforts me to hear you say that.
Right. I don't think it's fair for you to carry the weight alone. Why not discuss it with others
She thinks
first?
herself a savior based on her situation, not thinking that all situations
Topaz
don't
hasn't
equate
given
to
me
her own.
much time to
Yeah,
consider. She wants me to decide as soon as possible.
well,
wanted
and
to
I
put it
think
to a vote and let all the citizens
another
of
big
both the
part of
overworld
it
and the
that I
underworld
don't
have their
think
say.
she covered
But
there
with such little time,
is
I'm afraid
like
that's a lost
how
cause.
old was she when the
I'll convene
IPC
Qliphoth
swooped
Fort
in and
architects
like
immediately
saved the
to discuss
planet?
the contract. As for the locals,
Because if
I'd
she
like
was
you
young
to
enough,
gauge their stance on the matter.
even if the adults thought it was BS,
Belobog
she
hold
might
both
just
of you
know
in
that
high
like
regard.
one day
They'll
she
most
couldn't go out
certainly
and
be willing
play,
to tell you their thoughts.
and then like almost the next day she could, and then it's all because of them. Especially because if they bought it, you sure as hell know they probably put propaganda and stuff in schools.
Yes, we need to move fast.
We've got your back. We failed to convince Topaz, but this should be a
I believe
piece
it
of
was when
cake.
she was a child, so she's essentially
you,
been a
March.
slave her entire life. That
I'll
doesn't know
assemble the
better.
ministers.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
Let's meet up
That's what
here
I was
again
kind of
later.
wondering.
All right. If we want to make an informed decision, we need to hear from both the overworld and the underworld, right? Let's...
Ugh. Hey, Lamat, how you doing? think I found all the treasures here. Yes, it did.
Well, well, look who we have here! You and Marge paying us a visit. What's the occasion? Uh-oh. Sounds like something serious is happening. You'd better fill me in. What? How is that possible? I need a moment to wrap my head around this.
How you doing, the map?
Serval, we're racing against the clock. No time for head wrapping.
It's okay. I've thought it through. If it were up to me, I'd sign the contract.
Till in a bit, you finally returned after,
Hold on,
you don't know,
are
1.0.
you serious?
I only just started when
against
it
it for
released
sure.
on PS5.
Surprised? My reasons are pretty
You
simple.
quit 2 weeks in.
Signing this contract would mean we no longer have to worry about surviving. For most of the residents here, especially those in the underworld, that would be more
This
than
section
enough to
irritates
persuade
you.
them.
The rationale's like, really?
As for working for
After
the
everything you
company,
went through with Cocolia. Eh?
people need to work no matter where they are, right? If the IPC tries to take too many liberties, we can always rise up against them.
Yeah, but
You
that's
know,
a lot
I've
harder
always
than
longed for the
rejecting
stars
in the
since
first
I was a
place.
child, which is why I devoted myself to science and the studying of the Stellaron.
Yeah, I
If
only
someone
just
told me
started
that
when
I
it
could do
was
whatever research I wanted with only a small price to
released
pay,
on the PS5. So
I probably wouldn't hesitate.
that's where I'm playing
I
it.
see. I suppose that makes sense. Thanks for your input. I'll make a note of your opinion.
I like playing these games on my PS5 because I've got my PS4 upstairs. So I can remote play if I want to play while I'm upstairs. I mean, I know there's a PS4 version too, but as odd as it is, it's actually better performance to play remote play from on the PS4 from the PS5 than it is just straight up on the PS4, so. You had Gepard and Sela E1 and her light cone. Gepard was my first 5-star, I think. There isn't a PS4 version. Okay. Well, I mean, I would remote play it anyways. That's what I do with, that's what I do with Genshin, so. It's just faster. Same time, Cocolia was lied about and praised as some kind of martyr and telling people the truth. You lost your first account? I'm enjoying playing it on the PS5, but I've been rushing the story hard so that I can try to do the current event that's out.
We meet again. How have you two
Yeah, that's what
been?
I was wondering, Tuchio. How'd you lose your first account,
Uh-oh.
Lamette?
That look on your face tells me something.
Like, did you forget the password or the email or something?
Too serious. Sounds serious. I'm all ears. Really? You better not be making things up. I wish it were made up. Unfortunately, that's all true. We don't have much time, Pela. Bronya wants
It was
to
on
get
an email you
everyone's
forgot the
opinion.
password on.
Wait, you're telling me I have to make this huge decision on the spot? At least give me a few seconds to think it over. Okay, I think I've got it.
I mean, if you were to restart, I don't know if it's the same on PC version, but the PS5 version, like, what, how many 10 pulls have I've probably easily done,
Any
like,
particular reason?
100 pulls
I've
on
looked at
both
some of the
gold and
climate
silver
reports,
tickets at this point.
And based on the data I've seen,
You were
it'll
dumb
take
and didn't
3
set a
or 4
recover
more
mail.
generations for the snow to completely subside.
I guess that's one benefit of doing it on PS5, is
assuming
it's just
no other
connected to my
disasters
PS5 account, my PlayStation
I
account.
care more about those in the present than a future I can't be sure of. If the IPC is able to bring about immediate change, then I think that's a price well worth paying. Building a better world for future generations sounds great, right? But is it
Because
any
there was like
fun
the
for
whole
the
starter
engineers
thing
and
too that like
architects who are
guaranteed you a
directly involved
5-star
in
pretty
such a
quick.
pursuit?
And it was cheaper.
I see. So compared to a distant and uncertain future, What you really care about is making sure the people around you have a good life. Thanks for your input. I'll make a note of your opinion.
You were so mad you took an evening to reroll accounts. What the heck, Mal? Who am I supposed to talk to? Oh, I have to go here. You have the same account plus Walt. Hang on. I can show you who I have. Is there like an easy way to see all my characters, or do I just have to like dip through here probably? Because I've got Lynx, Jingliu, Dushang, Japard, Gwynephen, Sampo, Serval, Hook, Natasha. Start with those. Yukong. That's free. She's the one I got for free. Chinka. Arlen. Asta, I think was free. Don Hung. Herta, you get like a bunch of times. Luca, I rolled while I was offline, guys. That's it for now. See what you won Lycone and got Japard in like 30 minutes. So. It's not real how lucky you were. I mean, honestly, I think these games intentionally make you lucky the first few pulls you do on your account. I wouldn't be shocked. Because it will get you hooked and probably make you more likely to try and keep wanting to pull. And possibly get, like, pay money to pull. Unlike me, who just uses the free stuff. That's why the newbie banner, yeah. You have to like Conan under 5 pulls, you swear. Because, like, I had, what was it? It's both this and Genshin. I was, like, insanely lucky with a bunch of stuff. Like, not even just getting stuff in general, but getting, like, the specific stuff that I wanted. And the gifts, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if there's some kind of, like, hidden boost, too, though. For, like, the early on shit. I don't know what it's saying is new. I got nothing. I'm just gonna claim all this stuff while we're chatting a little bit before I go back in. Since I'm here. There we go.
Is that the Trailblazers? It's been a while. I didn't think you'd be back in Belobog so soon. It's been pretty hectic in the city lately. On the banner. All these people dressed in black suddenly showed up, and even the Silvermane guards have had trouble dealing with them. Do you need my opinion? I'm happy to help.
I can't remember. I think I got Japard with my starter pull.
It's worse than I imagined. The Madam Guardian must be under a lot of pressure. Is there really nothing we can do to assist her?
We're here to gather everyone's opinion on the matter. I know this is a little sudden, but we're running out of time. What's your take?
Why, I'd refuse the contract, of course. There is no room for compromise.
With the starters, you really wanted Welt.
Just look at them.
I want by
Arrogant, stomping around here as if they own the place. How can such
I want to
people
do
be trusted?
kind
Who's
of
to say
like
they won't breach
a
the contract?
joke team of everybody
Faced with this sort
that
of
is
coercion,
either has little cute
resist them
critters
with
or
all
is
our
a
might.
cute
Surrendering
critter.
is not an option. You must warn the Madam Guardian not to allow herself to fall into their trap.
Gio has Welt's like him, but not well.
Is always valuable, Dun. Thanks for your input. I'll make a note
We're
of your
approaching
opinion.
300 and can pick him and have all the others. Nice. Yeah, because I noticed there's that, like...
Did we miss anyone in the overworld?
What, like ultra
I
hard
think
pity
we
or
asked
something?
Just about everyone we
Where after
needed
so
to.
many silver poles, you just flat out
From
get to
what I've
pick a
gathered,
5-star?
It seems like most people in the overworld are leaning towards signing the IPC's contract. We'd better hurry to the underworld and see what Natasha and Zila make of it all.
Whee!
It's getting late. Where to now?
What brings you two to the underworld? And
I mean, you know I'm gonna pick
long
Bayou if
face.
I don't get her before that.
Seems a little out of the blue, but since you came all this way, it must be urgent. Go ahead.
Gotta have my critter team.
That is a lot of information to take in. Sorry, both of you. I know you're in a hurry, but I need a moment to think.
No stress, Nat.
In World 7,
Just tell us what you really think.
in the simulated universe, I have no idea. I'm only on, I think I did just beat World 4 or 5.
Well, if I were Branya, I wouldn't sign it.
The Chill
I
and
won't
Tooch
deny
are like
the offer on the table is a very
my
tempting one.
everything MiHoYo
And
experts
if we
though, so.
refuse, Belobog will not only have the burden of a huge debt, we may also incite the wrath of a
My
very
Tibet
powerful
territory
force.
is my most
Even
active
so,
channel in
A
Discord.
quote I read back in school came to me just
So.
now. Those who are willing to give up freedom for security will end up with neither. Living in the underworld has taught me that this phrase is true. I'd rather trek through the frigid snow plains than live in a beautiful cage.
Wow, that's a pretty convincing argument. Another vote for the against pile. Thanks for your insight, Nat.
When I did 4, it was awesome. I did a Nihility run, with like a dot run, and I did Japard, Serval, Gwynafin, and Sampo. And even on the final boss, my Ix caused dots would take out, like, I'm not even joking, like a quarter to a third of his health all in one go. It was pretty damn badass. The Hunt Path helps with World 7. I just wanted to try, like, I wanted to try a Nihility run just because, for shits and giggles. I unlocked it and I was like, all the dots! More dots! More dots!
None other than the saviors of Belobog. To what do I owe the pleasure? To be honest, I'm surprised you even remembered an old geezer like me. But I can tell by the look on your faces you're probably not dropping by to say hi.
It was pretty hilarious, though.
Let me guess. Something to do with these unruly people in black showing up everywhere? Well, ask away. It just so happens I'm curious about them myself. Maybe I can be of some help. I see. That's a tricky situation, all right. A lot for anyone to handle, let alone someone as young as Lady Branya.
Mr. Oleg, out of all the people we know in Belobog, you have the most life experience. What do you think we should do?
Want to hear the truth? I'm afraid great ambitions and lofty plans no longer hold much appeal for an old-timer like me. If this IPC does indeed possess the magical power to restore
Oh, I
Belobog
haven't even
back
unlocked
to
those
its
ones
former
yet.
self overnight,
I've been pushing the
then I
story
think the answer is
extremely
clear.
hard in order to catch up to
have
do
you
the
considered
events.
the opposite? What about if we refuse? The reconstruction plan already sounds like an endless endeavor. And with the added burden of a massive debt, well, is that something we can manage on our own? What worries me the most is how Lady Branya will handle the backlash from her people. Will she be able to withstand the
That would
criticism?
be pretty badass, though.
Is she prepared to carry the weight of a tarnished reputation for years to come?
I think so too, but could you imagine having to hear names? Like
Planner
the
Fisher, try it. It's even
ruler for the
crazier.
rest of your
Imagine having
life?
most of the curios active.
Thank you for your thoughts, Mr. Oleg. Another vote for the 4 pile.
Okay. Why do I have a text? When I have a listen. People's impressions of my music on the poster for my next concert. Okay. Together we roar. I haven't done it yet. I need to try it, but again, pushing story hard. Okay. Mikoya couldn't even touch you behind an infinite Japard shield. Whee!
Miss March, big sister, what brings you to the underworld?
Hey there,
You paused
Clara.
normal sim. Well, I don't think I had it available
Sparrow not around?
before, because I think you guys were saying it requires World 5, right?
Called Topaz.
I only
What?
just unlocked World
Topaz?
5.
Do you know where they went?
Like yesterday
I'm not
morning.
Sure, but Mr. Svarog promised he'd be back soon.
What now? Svarog's super logical. We should definitely get his opinion.
We want all preservation and hunt blessings. Well, now I want to do it. Okay. Maybe once we finish this and I've for sure got the event unlocked, we'll go do a simulated universe or two.
True. Don
It's
Hunt's
really
always
nuts.
saying that Clara's really insightful for her age.
Huh? Miss March, do you want to ask me something? That's complicated. I don't know what to say.
It's all right, Clara. No pressure. Just tell us how you feel about it.
I'll try it after we finish
think
Future
if we
Market
have a
2.
choice for the future, it should be everyone's decision. Because when I was playing with Hook, the moles, and the other kids, we talked about our dreams.
I still feel like this
Everyone
kid
has
reminds me
different
of somebody, and I
dreams.
don't know who.
If we accept Miss Topaz's offer, then doesn't
I'm wondering
that
if
mean
it's
our dreams
the
will never
little
come
girl
true?
from the later seasons of
taking away people's
Inuyasha,
dreams
but I'm
like
not
that.
sure if that's right.
I don't know. It feels wrong.
You're right.
So
Children
SU is
see
so
the
fun.
world as a
Everyone is
place where anything is
run is different, and
possible.
it gets nuts.
Just
Yeah.
the thought of our lives being predestined for
I've been
birth makes me
enjoying it.
shiver.
But again, I
Clara.
haven't been pushing
Your
it too
thoughts mean a
far
lot
just
to us.
because I've been trying to do the story.
All that running around has worn me out. So, the final conclusion is...
How many blessings will it
votes are
give you?
completely even. I don't know what to do. Both sides
I don't
have
even
really
necessarily right
compelling
now try to
arguments.
go for like what I think is the best cards, because I usually pick the ones that are new so that I can unlock new ones to get the Jade rewards.
Oh, right! We haven't asked Zila. She's probably still in the Great Mine helping the miners. Come on, let's get going.
Which makes for some really like odd builds and stuff, so picking stuff for Jade, do it for the Jade. Exactly. I mean, I've been trying to really push getting Jade for tickets too, anyways. I mean, we know what Seal is gonna pick.
Any news? Are you feeling all right? You look a little uneasy.
I have a really odd craving right now.
Huh?
I have a craving for
I can tell from your tone
the
that this
icing
isn't gonna
in
be
the
a
middle of a
lighthearted chat.
Fudgio.
But I'm ready to hear it.
It's like got this specific like chocolatey taste.
I think I get it. At first, I thought it was just a few IPC ruffians overstepping their boundaries.
Yeah, you didn't think the future of Belobog was at stake, right?
Right. I need a little time to process this.
I'm almost out of Halloween candy then.
As it stands, the votes are even. Your opinion will make all the difference.
In that case, I abstain.
What?
I've thought about it. This responsibility rests on Bronya's shoulders, not mine. No matter the choice she makes, she has far greater foresight than I do. She can see the bigger picture more clearly than I can. The vote is tied. If I were to give you my view, it would tip the scales and possibly impact her final choice. I'll respect whatever decision she makes, but it's not my place to make it for her.
I get that to a point, but at the
Understood,
same
Bela.
time, if she's trying to have
This is a
democracy,
difficult
that's kind of
decision to
how it
make,
works.
And everyone feels differently about it. It's times like these that a leader must stand up and do what's needed.
Right. It's Bronya's decision. She knows what's at stake. She won't run away from her duty. I trust her wholeheartedly. If she asks you...
A small pool.
Just
I
let her
mean,
know my reasoning.
They indicated that we went and asked a whole bunch of other people, though. After Clara said that everybody
Well,
should
It's
decide.
all in Bronya's hands now. She has to make the final call. Right? I'm glad Belobog has someone like her in charge. The time has come. Let's go fill her in. I'm curious to see how she's handling those Klapoth ministers.
There was like a paper on a table somewhere. There it is. To be honest, for now, you'll just try and have fun in Simulated Universe. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I've just been really pushing story hard so that I can do this event right here. I've got 8 days left and we're almost ready for it, so... You're an Era 39.
It's getting late.
Oh yeah, because
Where
we
to
let
now?
Portuchil. Portuchil's on the European side, so he can't friend us. I mean, you guys can like see my UID. If anybody watching wants to friend me based off the UID, I don't mind. Just give me a heads up, because I get like random friend requests sometimes. Hey Arp, how you doing?
Whoa, the fort's packed. I've never seen this many people here before. Oh, jeez, I can barely even hear myself think.
People are not very happy.
March, you're back.
I am good.
So?
We're just about to
What's the
unlock
verdict?
the
What
event.
do people think?
Which
We
is nice.
talked to people in both the
I'll probably
overworld
take a
and
short
the
break after
underworld.
this.
The
Onto the
final
bathroom.
result was
And then
a tie.
we might go try some of the simulated universe that Jill was just talking about.
I see. I suppose everyone has their own way of seeing things. I can't say I'm surprised. What was Zila's perspective on the matter?
Game's good. I only started when they released on PS5, but I've managed to push through, like, what, the first 3 worlds?
I should have known. That sounds like Zila, all right.
Did you come to a conclusion with the ministers? Oh, it's so loud I can't tell what anyone's saying.
It's pretty much the same situation here. Neither party is willing to compromise. The time has come to make a decision.
Oh, I'm loving this game.
Chaos
This game
cannot
feels
be
like a
allowed to continue
very
any
much
longer.
needed niche for me right now, so...
Enough! All of you! I know what to do.
Wait! I have something to say to the Supreme Guardian.
But aren't you?
Yeah, Arp, I've got 2 regulars, Suchiel's one of them, that play a bunch of the Mihoyo
Is
games.
that the real you or a hologram?
It's the real me, March. Real as they come.
They pretty much got me into it, so...
Miss Himiko, from the Astral Express? It's an honor. Thank you for all your help in our previous campaign. Things might have turned out differently without your support. If we had known of your arrival beforehand, the architects would have given you a proper welcome. I'm afraid the current circumstances are quite exceptional.
I understand, Miss Rania. No need to explain. Your city is facing immense difficulties. My intention is simply to ensure that you have all the relevant intel. I hesitate to call it a solution, but I might have some information that might help.
You're waiting for the update to come? Oh,
It
I'm
is
still
my
trying to
hope
catch
that
up.
With this information, you will be better equipped as the Supreme Guardian to make a wise and informed decision.
So, hype.
Information?
As I say, yeah,
Please
Tachil and
tell me what
Tooch
you
were
know,
like
Miss Himiko.
going all in with talking about the live
I
stream.
happen to have a friend with knowledge of Topaz. What Topaz said about her home world is indeed true, which is why she believes that the IPC's takeover of
Okay, here we go,
Belobog
here we go.
is the only way of ensuring the city's survival. But there is one thing she intentionally left out. Not all worlds that have accepted the IPC's terms have been saved.
Oh. I wonder if Topaz even knows that, though. Arp, thank you so much for the follow.
Performing ecological reconstruction on a planet carries inevitable risks. According to the intel provided by my friend, the success rate for
I'm a
the
variety
ecological
streamer, but
reconstruction of worlds
this
using
will
the
probably
IPC's
be...
technology is 63%.
I'm thinking probably starting next week, this and No Man's Sky will be like a
63% of
weekly
planets
thing, and then we'll mix in my other games too.
Comforting.
This is the overall average across all IPC projects. The success rate of projects personally handled by Topaz is above 80%. She's undoubtedly one of the most capable people in her field. I wanted to bring these numbers, these probabilities, to light. I think it's only fair that you know all the facts before making a decision. Ultimately, it's up to you, Supreme Guardian, to make the final call.
I had to use the bathroom.
I understand.
Talk
Thank
faster.
you, Miss Himiko. This information is of great help. Regardless of how alluring their promises may be, this contract is nothing more than a gamble. As a leader, I cannot let the future of Belobog hinge on a roll of the dice.
Now that you've decided, I don't have to pretend to be impartial anymore. I think you're making the right choice, Bronya.
Astral friends, I have an idea, but for it to work, I'll need everyone's cooperation.
I mean, if all they really want is
I need some time to rally
why not just go dig up all the robots and like sell them?
I'll meet with Topaz again.
Say you can have them, but then the debt's
doesn't
gone.
matter where she is or what she's doing. And if the IPC is still trying to take over Belobog's assets, I ask that you do everything in your power to stop them.
Don't worry. Leave it to us. We'll find her. It won't be easy dealing with her, but these two will help me get the job done.
Belobog's future is not for sale. And we'll never forget the friends who stood by us in our time of need. Not once, but twice. Stay safe, everyone.
I see a pattern though. We're slowly going through planets, causing, making allies that are going to essentially come to our backs whenever we need it. And so I bet with the big final whatever, it's gonna like pull everybody together. We can talk here apart and share your reports with the crew. Like I've only been through, like we just finished, the one we just finished, which is the one after this one. And it's like, I'm already seeing the pattern. Alright guys, hold tight. I'm gonna be right back. For those who are new to the channel, I run a break screen and an ad while I go AFK really quick. I will be back, and then we'll play some more. So hold tight, I will return shortly.